Hello, I'm Andrew Garley. I'm a spiritual medium, healer and teacher. Today I want to talk to you about communicating with your spirit guide. So what is a spirit guide? Now I want to cover what a spirit guide is in quite a bit of detail first of all. There's a lot of misconception and misunderstanding about what a guide is and exactly what they do, and it's often in the classes and when I'm teaching students they've built up in their own minds what a guide is and what a guide does. So let's just cover this. One of the common misconceptions is people say, well, my Auntie Mabel is my guide. This is not correct. A guide is someone that is very spiritually evolved. Your auntie or uncle or other family members may help you, and as such they're termed a helper. Now we have varying helpers within our life. Now it may surprise you, we're never alone. We've always got somebody helping and trying to help us along our path. And we may choose when we go into the spirit world to do the same. Help somebody. It's a giving, it's a selflessness, it's a spiritual thing. So a guide isn't a family member or somebody that you knew. A guide may be somebody that you've incarnated with a long time ago, hundreds of years, thousands of years, even tens of thousands of years. Now a common question is, why are all guides North American Indian? Why are they Chinese? Why are they always these figures? Well, a guide has had many lives, and if you think like we have a wardrobe and we can put on an image that somebody can represent or understand to reflect how we are, a spirituality. Now the North American Indians were not savages as portrayed by some people. They were very in tune with nature. They were very balanced and in harmony with things, and as such they used to think about spiritual things. They used to have ceremonies that would contact with their ancestors for advice. Now, bearing in mind we're talking quite a few thousand years ago, that's quite an advanced stage, because many people of modern society aren't even doing that now. So this is typically why. So you have Chinese monks or other things that led a spiritual life. Now my own personal guide has been with me all my life, and most frequently a guide is with you before you're born and after, and may be with you through many incarnations, not just one. They truly do understand you in a very deep way. I had a personal reading once with this very good medium, and she said, well, I haven't got any family members here, but I have your guide. And the information that she gave within that hour was amazing. It just showed how much a part of your life your guide is. From what's been explained to me from my own guide, they tend to share and experience everything. They don't know all of our thoughts, they're not in our head, but they walk the path with us, guiding us along the path. So why do we need a guide? Typically most of us, when we incarnate, we are here in the Earth College. I call it a college because it's about spiritual growth. It's about evolving spiritually. Now, you can't possibly do everything, experience everything in one lifetime. It just simply isn't possible. Now, one of the other things that may be surprising is that we do, typically every 3 lifetimes, switch gender. So we may have 3 lifetimes as a woman, and we may have 3 lifetimes as a man. For us as the spirit that we are and how we're constructed, it takes many thousands, tens of, maybe even hundreds of thousands of years. We evolve and we expand, and eventually we become a master in control. And certainly learning the techniques in this video series that we can take control of our own life, our own destiny, and eventually reach the point where we no longer need to come into incarnation into this world, and we can move on to other things, and it goes on higher. Now my guide explained to me that they attend, like we do here on the earth, like a college or a university, to understand more deeper about human life, its purpose, how we're evolving, what we need to do, how we need to go about things. And one of the key things is when this guidance comes through and we can communicate with them, to be sensible and tell us things that we're ready to know and understand, and some things that we're not. And to be honest with you, some things are best not known. Say if you're in a relationship, for an example, and asking a question like, will we be married, or something like that, if you were hoping the answer is yes and the answer was no, that could cause you emotional distress. So typically from that point of view, your guide would say, well, you know, just wait and see. Now this is where their spiritual advanced side comes in. They know and understand you, they understand the rules of the universe and how things work. Guide is somebody that has shifted from the emotionalism. One of the first initiations that we have spiritually along our pathway is termed the water initiation. And this water initiation is about being in control of our emotions. Now I'm sure all of us have experienced it, where we fly into over-emotionalism, whether it be tears or anger or anything else. It can make us do things that we wouldn't rationally or normally do, and it could cause us regret and even create us karma that we didn't really want.